Let's see who else is on the show tonight, ladies and gentlemen. My first guest is the Doctor himself. All the way from Gallifrey, it's Matt Smith, ladies and gentlemen. There he is. Hey, Matt.
Hello, hello.
Looking fabulous, as always.
Thank you very much.
He's such a hottie, isn't he? You're such a hottie.
You're too kind, Jonathan.
You're a hottie. The Doctor returns on Saturday nights to face his greatest enemy, Anton Deck on ITV on the other side. Now, we've seen some celebs portrayed as nuts, but the artist has actually done you, Matt. Would you like to see this?
I would love to see it.
Here it is. This is Matt Smith as a peanut.
It's weirdly accurate, isn't it?
It's not bad at all.
Yeah.
It's a lovely, salty Doctor Who peanut. Goes down really well with the cider men. The fabulous Matt Smith, ladies and gentlemen. He'll be out here in just a minute. There he's up. OK, just before we get to that, we've got so much... We're not going to do a lot of business this week because we've got so many guests to get to, and they're all great guests, but I wanted to tell you about this story because it's a fascinating one. It's a true story from Mexico. The Mexican drug cartels have developed an ingenious way of avoiding customs official and getting their drugs, their marijuana, into the USA, OK? What they do is, and I can see you've all perked up now... They fire it over the border. They've got a special homemade cannon, and they pack in the marijuana, and they send it over in sort of like druggy missiles. Boom! And I don't know whether someone's catching it on the other side or just they come around later, fire it right over the border. What an incredible idea. It looks so clever, so I thought we'd make one and try it out ourselves here. So I've got it here as a loader saving device. I think it's pretty good. So this is it. We've made one. This works, OK? Mine's a handheld job. Now, obviously, we can't fire drugs into the green room. So, we're going to fire some... I thought maybe they'd like some food, some snacks, so I'm going to fire some salad in. So I've got some bag salad here. I've just realised this is going to be sort of like a rocket launcher. Are you ready for this? Here we go, now. I've got to gas it up. That's plenty. Bit more. Are you ready? You got it! It arrived.
Yeah. Having nothing more substantial?
Something more... OK, how about this? I've got some tinned tomatoes. Some mozzarella. Do you like salami? How about a bit of flour as well? If I put a bit more in, you guys will get some of this. Well, are you ready for this? Here we go. Ooh, that's a lot of gas. Well, here we go. You ready? You might want to shield yourselves. Whoa!
Steady.
Yes! Yeah, all right. Oh, no! Look at this. We got it. Shall we get my first guest out, ladies and gentlemen? Let's bend our collective knee to the Time Lord himself. It's Matt Smith. You look so dapper, as always. Great to see you.
Good to see you.
Come and have a seat, relax. Hello. I hope you didn't get hit by any of the debris that flew over there, then.
I caught it. I caught the pizza.
Wow, look at that. Doesn't Matt look great, ladies and gentlemen?
Thank you very much.
So, the exciting news, the new series of Doctor Who.
Yeah.
And new characters, as well as some old friends back again, I believe.
Yeah, a bit of both, as always, which is...
That's what we like.
What we like.
And you're still having fun doing it, I guess. I mean, I get that impression of watching it, but you're still enjoying being the Doctor?
Yeah, I love it. I mean, can you remember the first ever, sort of chat show that I did was with you?
I remember.
And I was like a rabbit in the headlights. I didn't quite know what had hit me, so... I hope I'm not a shit tonight.
You were
really.
no, you were great. You were great.
Yeah.
But obviously, I know you were on the cusp of a big change in your life.
I think so. Yeah. And it's such a significant change when you're involved in a show like that because you go from I was doing plays, I was in the theatre, and then suddenly you're sort of on the cover of magazines and things, and it's quite drastic.
And you're kind of public property more in that role than almost any other role on TV, I think, because it's so beloved by kids, by whole families.
Yeah, it's a family show.
And you're an ambassador for that show, for that experience.
Of course, exactly. And with great power comes great responsibility. Not that I have great power, I don't. I just turn up and learn the lines and,
But you still travel on the tube, don't you? I mean,
I do. I travel on the tube every day. I mean, I wear a hat and I walk quite quickly. yeah, because I'm a
When
firm
you're on the
believer.
tube, so you're walking up, you're quickly up and down the tube. So
Well, no,
people
no, yeah.
'Cause I think that I would notice that if there was someone.
I always get the end carriage. Look, I'm kind of giving my secrets away here. I always get the end carriage, but I like the walk and I like going down the escalator and I like to sort of travel to music.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a nice experience.
Yeah.
But I've seen you wearing your hat. I've seen you wear a kind of big floppy beanie hat, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I saw Matt. I was on a plane once, and Matt was on a plane. I think we were travelling out to the same event.
To Comic-Con.
For different
reasons. And we were
reasons.
like next to each other, weren't we?
Yeah. And Matt's there, and then Matt, at one stage, he fell asleep.
Yeah.
And I said to my wife, I'm going to wake him up with a kiss. To see how he reacts. But I resisted. How would you have enjoyed that, do you think?
I think I'd have been intimidated and then sort of encouraged. It's always nice to be woken up with kisses.
It is nice, isn't it? In the first show that we see, and as you said, it's the Saturday of Easter weekend.
Yeah.
Are they called spoonheads?
The spoonheads, yes.
Spoonheads.
What would happen if aliens got in your Wi-Fi? Isn't the world obsessed with Wi-Fi now?
Well, hold on. That's what happened with my neighbours. They got into my Wi-Fi, and I was very upset.
Yeah.
I don't know how they cracked that password.
Yeah. But imagine if they had spoons that were heads and they could read your
Well,
mind.
my neighbours, one of them has a very large head. One of the greatest fictional characters of all time, of course. I mean,
Yeah.
huge all over the world now. I mean, a global phenomenon, and just seems to get big all the time.
Yeah, which is exciting. And that has actually been one of the most exciting sort of journeys of my tenure is its evolution in the States and stuff, which is why we were going to Comic-Con.
Yeah, of course.
And all that,
And that's a big experience, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it's great.
How do you keep... and I'm going to ask the guys, because I know... I haven't filmed stuff or much stuff myself, but I know one of the things I've seen when I've been on sets, on other TV shows, or I've been on movie sets, there's so much hanging around.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much, and you have to keep engaged with it, and you're needed at the drop of a hat, and that's when you have to turn it on. But how do you fill those hours? What do you do? What do the rest of the cast of Who do when you have to just wait?
Well, you know, I'm quite lucky with Who because I'm in it a lot, so there is less sort of hanging around than you would get ordinarily. But you play games. I mean, you just sort of screw around, really. It's me and Karen and Arthur used to have a game with actors that came in called The Uncomfortable Touch.
So new actors who were just joining the cast.
So let's say you're an actor, and you're there, and it's our first day on set, and there you are, and you've come in, and I've gone, oh, hi, lovely to meet you, and Karen's here, and Arthur's here, and whatever, and then we'll go, and I would go, for instance, I'd go...
I'm mainly looking at Karen. Can I be honest with you?
That's fine. You can look at Karen, but I might go, I'm really excited about today. I can't wait for... How have you been? Or you might go, how's home?
Wow.
Yeah. But it's you know, you sort of need a couple of people there to...
Wow. So kind of an embarrassing moment, you would test their...
Yeah, you would test the resolve, but obviously there's a moment, and sort of me and Karen...
So someone's there and that person doesn't know what to do?
Yeah, and then, but, you know, there's, like, Karen and Arthur there going sort of...
And would they notice it or would they ignore it?
Well, it's how long you can hold your nerve for.
So what's the most... what's the right word here?
How far have you been?
How far have you gone?
Never the crotch.
Never there?
No.
Okay, do you ever...
Sometimes the bum, if
So
it's
a
a
whole
man.
of the bum?
Yeah.
Okay, and have you ever... Like that sort of thing?
No.
Actually, you've got really small buttocks. I got both in... in one hand. It was like, I thought I was poaching eggs for a minute. It was... So that's a fun way of passing the time.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Or some people read. I tend to be quite busy, to be honest, because there's a lot to do.
You're in most of the scenes.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, Doctor Who, long may it continue to be such a huge success. Firstly, do you know how much longer you're going to feel comfortable doing it? How much longer you're going to stay in the role? Have you began to think about moving on from it yet, or are you still very happy doing it?
I'm very happy doing it. I mean, I go and I do the anniversary special, and then I go away for a bit, and then I come back and we do the Christmas special. And it's sort of one of those jobs that you have to take year by year, really, because it's 10 months a year. It's all-consuming, so I don't think you can plan sort of 5-6 years ahead, or even 2 years ahead. So it's a year-by-year thing, and at the moment it's 2013, and, you know, we'll see what 2014 holds.
But you've got time to do other projects in between, because I believe in between now and, I don't know, is it just after, I guess it's after you finish the 50th anniversary, you're going off to make this movie with, this is incredible news, written by and directed by?
Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling?
Yeah.
Who's in it as well, I guess, is he?
No.
Oh, he's not in it.
He's not. And, you know, it's a sort of this wonderfully Lynchian story, and you're a great film fan as well, and as am I. So I was very excited to to meet him. I sort of
Well, I'm sure you were. Look at that. No wonder. Look at that going on there.
I know.
You kept covered up, I'm sure, for you. But that's what an exciting thing. What a great thing.
Really exciting. And we're off to Detroit to film it. And, you know, he's written a really top film.
Well, he's a superbly talented actor and clearly a smart guy and a nice guy.
Absolutely.
But that's great. And, you know, I'm thrilled you're having the success you are. I love seeing you as a doctor, but I can't wait to see you in that movie. It sounds like it's going to be terrific.
I think so, yeah.
Now, one thing before you go, let me ask you about the 50th anniversary special Doctor Who. It's going to be just about the biggest Who experience there is. We can talk about some of this now, can't we?
We can talk about some of it, Jonathan, yeah.
OK. What can we talk about? What's it going to be,
What do you want to know?
How many shows?
Well, without giving too much away, it will be undoubtedly the biggest and the best and the most... I think one of the most exciting years for the show, but I think this particular event, I mean, A, it's 3D.
So we will have a Dalek coming towards the screen, surely?
You might do.
That's it.
Yeah, but you might have a number of aliens, Jonathan. I think people will be... It won't disappoint.
Matt, when your mum is a little bit cross with you, does she call you Matthew?
Yeah, my dad does more.
So which is to Matthew, OK, so Matthew...
Get down these stairs.
No, never mind,
sorry.
I'm being your dad now.
All right.
You're doing a scene, OK?
All right, OK, sorry, go on.
Matthew?
Yes?
Tell us one thing about the Doctor Who special.
He's from Blackburn, so I'd like to...
Hey, Matthew.
Yeah?
Now, listen up. Is that Blackburn? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, you know...
Matthew, pay attention. Tell the nice ladies and gentlemen one thing about Doctor Who 50th anniversary right up moment. One thing.
One thing.
One thing. Give us one little tidbit. Come on, there must be one thing you can give away. I know you're under heavy pressure from the BBC.
Heavy pressure.
Right? I know that.
Yeah,
and I've been there, so I know how that can feel.
Yeah.
So I want you, within the parameters of what you can get away with, and I only have myself
to go back and face the music. What can I tell you? What can I tell you?
There must be something you can tell us. Don't be a tease.
No. I mean, I've got to be diplomatic, though.
Yeah,
because,
I understand.
You know, if I give the whole game away,
yes,
then
we don't want you to give the whole game away, and I don't want it to be spoiled. I don't want to spoil it for and I understand that's part of the thing, but if you can whet our appetite with a little snippet of Who gossip.
Well, the thing is, with Who, you'll understand this more when you've watched it. Paintings. That's all I'm saying.
It's probably the worst snippet anyone has ever... But I won't push you any further, because I feel you've probably already got yourself into some trouble.
Yeah, probably. Stephen's going to whoop me tomorrow, but yeah, sorry,
OK,
Stephen.
so, it's great to have you here. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in saying thank you to Mr. Matt Smith.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great as always. Thank you so much. OK.